Welcome back to That Time Reincarnated Slime Anime Review, Episode 44. As you can see, my power is still not back on yet. Those of you probably seeing this probably noticed I did upload a video just yesterday. I did. Now, those of you curious, why have not uploaded up until yesterday? Why didn't I upload a video? Because I've had no power. Yeah, I've been out of power now for 4 days. And apparently it came on briefly yesterday for about a few minutes and then went right back off. Since then, I've had zero power. And those thinking, how you watch the Reincarnated Slime? Simple, watch my phone. Though I might upload this with my hotspot. That's the only way I can upload this. It takes a while, but I can probably get uploaded. That's probably going to happen here with this one. Probably to my hotspot until whenever the power comes back on. Because it's been 4 days, and according to rumor, Duke probably don't have power back on for some people until Tuesday. Which for a lot of people, that's bad. I don't know why in the world Duke is taking her sweet time restoring our power, especially since we're not in a flood zone. Yes, this has been a really hot issue with my family, that we've been begging Duke to turn our power back on, but they haven't done it yet. So, no power, no Wi-Fi, and this is the best I can do. This light you're probably seeing me with on my face, it's from my phone. Yes, this is probably only because this is. Hang on a second here. Because this light here is not bright enough. Like if I do this, it's not exactly very bright enough. I've had to take cold showers last few days. Not very happy with that, so let's talk about the episode. The episode is up. That's from pretty much the final chapter in the epilogue from, well, Book 9. Yeah, finished up the story book. Now, the episode opens up with Millmeyer with all the merchants who need to be paid, and there's this Duke there who thinks, oh, you're not going to pay us. We'll only accept dwarvish gold. And he's like, just by sheer coincidence, we actually have dwarvish gold. And Rima comes in, Gail comes in carrying the gold. They even praise it. Yeah, this is legit dwarven gold. So, they all get paid no problem. The Duke is basically very high and mighty. And because they're not part of the whatever alliance basically that they're from, that they're not welcome back because they're not being very nice to them. And this leads basically to the ending of the episode. We need the Duke is sulking off. So right after this, and then we have basically Ellen, who's representing Erie's country, King Dwargle, Yom. And of course, the King of Bloom basically chimes in too for this aftermath. Of course, Dwargo basically asks the obvious thing: Rimuru, how could you keep that video, that thing from us? Like, yeah, good for war effort. It's like, well, it was a surprise. That was one thing he was surprised about. Yep, and of course, mention about the train thing about various countries. They do cut the little fact here about Elm's, basically, actually her name's Erin, Erin's father, mentioning that, well, they'll accept basically the railroads, but they cut the fact that they wanted basically some of their own people help building the damn thing. They cut that out, but it's a minor thing. It's not really going to hurt the episode at all. Just about, they do mention it for, I think it was Yom's people, basically volunteered, and of course King of Bloom basically volunteered on people to help build this particular train. And of course, be the actual hub, makes total sense, the way they explain it in the episode. And then they have the whole thing with the dungeon. Yes, that was another big topic. Valdora was complaining that, well, nobody came down to see him, and that was just a test run. And of course, Yuki basically with the thing actually for, but basically thanks to, well, the monsters in his territory might count down monster hunt quest, but they can still use a dungeon to get paid. And Yuki does see basically that. He says, in exchange for helping out with this, they built a free guild building in Tempest. And Rimu was like, that's fine. We'll do that, no problem. And, like, of course, bring some culture stuff there. Really good scene here. I like it. And after everything is exchanged, and then, like, then we cut to, of course, they mention also the Eastern Merchants, that there would be a possible antagonist for next season of the show, because that's it for that. And then we see Merle sitting on grandfather's stuff. He used to be Lord Sunday of the 7 Days Clergy. And it's like, oh, because she wants everything to be hers and the family, and think that basically that Tempest is a big threat to her. It's like, ooh, we're going to take him out. And then they mention by the end of the episode, which of course they have this before some of the stuff with the meeting. They mention a month later they received a letter from. This is how the book ended. And the anime ends the same way too for the final episode of the season. Ends with this. There is a letter in Tempest from the Council of the West. That's how they ended the episode. Which, overall, this was a great episode. Yes, it was an action-based. But I have no problem with that because, well, there's a little bit of action, a little bit of intimidation. Oh, there's also something there also that basically one of the girls, Benny Murray, who's basically has got a thing for him, requests basically he oversee the construction and going to the mountain and possibly come by for a visit. And of course, her father is basically like being a doting father, so I think she's only known him not very long. I mean, she knows he exists, so she arrived. But he has no problem being a father. And of course, basically, he'll observe. But it's overall, of course, mentioned about the road construction, of course, building the railroad on top of it. And of course, they even have an image of basically like the railroad, possibly up a lot of commerce. Like a lot of modern. Basically, from what I can tell anyways, it almost seems like that the introduction of the train brings in a lot of 19th century technology into this world, which should be interesting to say the least. I like the fact we preview this, especially the train to listen to debut, into book 15 of the series, which is fine. Do I think they might develop this next season's show? No, they're going to go to something else. It depends how they're going to adapt books 10 through 12, because by the end of the season, they only adapted 3 books. Yeah, 3 seasons, and they've only adapted 9 books. Yes, 9. You're thinking, wait, 9? Yeah, 9 books. As for why 9 books so far, well, they have 25 episodes. They're basically giving the books a breathing room, which you gotta praise it for that. That's why the anime is getting a 4th season, which only makes, I think, like the 3rd anime I've come across that based on a light novel that I have watched to get a 4th season. You probably think, okay, what is the first one? That would be Overlord. That's the first one. Second one was Izuran Girls a Dungeon, and this would be the 3rd one. Yep, this is the 3rd one to reach 4 seasons. A lot of them basically will reach even 2. Like, some might have 1, maybe 2 seasons. They're lucky if they have 3. And with this finished up, that means basically my Fridays are free. Now, I do know the Demon Slayer Retry did premiere yesterday, but I'm going to wait until I'm going to read a little more of the light novels and the manga before I get a chance to start watching the actual show itself, which should be fine. So, with this off the schedule, now, next thing I will be watching, when I get a chance to watch it, will be, is it wrong to check up girls in a dungeon? And then after that, it'll be, as a Reincarnated. Now, there is One Piece coming. I will make an announcement when it comes to that one, which does fit my schedule for a bit, which thank God it does, because my schedule basically, because my anime stuff is packed right now. This actually is one of like 8 or 9 anime behind. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's overall 8 anime that I'm trying to catch up with. Unless I miss something, basically, this is a total of 8 I can think of right now. Because I think that in the case of 7 Days Since Fortnite's Apocalypse, that's going to appear probably on Wednesday. Yeah, probably Wednesday. I'll say it for Wednesday. So, right now I have 7 to go. I'm hoping my battery be charged up enough, basically, for me to review the My Hero Academia movie that I'm going to see tonight. Now, there is showing at 350 at my local movie theater I'm going to go to, but it's subbed. I want the dub. So I'm going to wait to 650 for that one because that's kind of the weird thing. It's like after like 1250, next one's 3 hours later at 12, first 1250, which is dub. 350 is the sub. I don't want the sub. I want the dub. So I have to wait to 650 for that one. So that's a maybe get a chance to do it if I can have battery power to do that. That or I may have to use my phone. It's possible. I may have to do that, yes. So, not much else to say, but for right now, basically my Fridays are free. Yes, Friday is free. So, as of basically right now, here's how the anime schedule is going to work. Well, tomorrow, basically, at the season finale for Chain Soldier and the premiere episode of Freya Season 3. That's another one basically in Season 3. One of a few, basically. One of like 2 currently right now. It's in the 3rd season that's based upon anime I've watched. Overlord already had 3 seasons by the time I watched it. So I'd say Freya is probably the 2nd anime that I've watched where, based on a light novel, it's getting a 3rd season. 2nd? No, the 3rd. Because basically, it's 100 times the first one. Because, actually, if you think about, well, because it's one of few, because this just wrapped up right now. Freya's on season 3 right now. ReZero's on season 3. I'm like, wow, really good season 3s. Now, My Hero also will come with an announcement, basically, because they just confirmed this right now. So, I'm in this video right now, my battery dies. So, I will see you all later when I get a chance to get some battery power. Okay, next video. Bye.